guys, this is Daniel with Houston Camera Exchange. We're gonna be doing a video on the fundamentals of studio photography and lighting, and we're gonna be touching on my favorite type of styles and the way I approach my studio photography. We're gonna be talking about modifiers and the way I use them, my preference on them. They all have their own unique purpose, but I like to use octobox and strip box as my favorite. I'm gonna be touching on why. We're also gonna be talking about lighting purposes and how they all work within each other. Your key light, your field light, your backlight, and your hair light. They all have, again, everything in studio is very technical, so everything has a purpose, and we're gonna be showing you the difference between having one and not having any. You all need one single light, but once you start incrementing more lights, everything starts getting a little bit more interesting. So let's see what we can do. The first thing that we're gonna be demonstrating in the video is gonna be 3-point lighting. That's gonna be your most popular light technique when it comes to corporate headshots. First thing that I like to do is pretty much set the powers of my lights, make sure that everything is at the power that I need. So I'm basically just going through my key light, which is this big octobox over here, and then I'm going to my hair light, then my fill, and my, I know I said 3-point lighting, but I do 4-point lighting. We'll get there. So yeah, let me get my light set up and we'll start. All right, so we're gonna be saying what each light is for, right? Your key light, again, like I mentioned earlier, is gonna be your main light. That's gonna be the light that you wanna illuminate your subject with. Then it's gonna be your fill light, that is the light that's gonna fill in the shadows that your key light creates. Then comes your hair light. That's the light that pretty much separates your subject heads and not let it get lost in the background. Very important light that a lot of people look past, and it makes a huge difference on your photography. And then as I used earlier, a fourth light on my 3-point lighting, we're gonna call it 4-point lighting for me. It's a second fill, so it fills in those extra shadows that you can see pretty much on the part of the neck, part of the nose, the eyes. I like to have that evenly lit. That way there's no harsh shadows on my face of my subjects. Now we're gonna go into the modifiers. One modifier that I see a lot of people use is the softbox. I personally do not like using the softbox. Reason is because it creates a catch light on your eye that doesn't look natural. That's why I look more for round modifiers like an octobox, because it creates your catch light. It's gonna be a little dot, a little circle on your eye, where in my opinion, it looks a lot more appealing than just a square. The strip boxes, that's gonna be my fill lights. That's what I like to use. That way it doesn't occupy a lot of space, and I can either have it vertically or horizontally, depending on how I want my light to travel through my subject. One modifier that I really enjoy using myself, it's a beauty dish. You see this used more into when it comes to fashion headshots, makeup headshots. It creates a very even lighting on the subject's face, where it pretty much, the light goes in through every pore of your subject, and it's a soft and even lighting. We're gonna be doing a quick demonstration on split lighting. It's a easy technique that you can use for get more of like a dramatic look to your photograph. You see it used when it comes to artist headshots. And you get, pretty much half of the face needs to be dark. That's it. I'm not necessarily a fan of this lighting technique, because you pretty much get half of your subject get lost in the photo. But it is something fun to play with when you're looking for that moody look and get that low-key lighting. I'm putting the octobox back on so I can have a nice lit photo of her outfit. I really like it, so I don't want to just give her that low-key lighting style. So I want to give some nice clean photos of her entire fit. So we're gonna go back to the 3-point lighting and do just a few examples so she can have them. You can basically use every modifier and just make it work, you know what I mean? They all are for a specific reason, but you can do the same thing with all of them. You know, like the job of the modifier is to diffuse and shape your light. If you're looking for more of a soft lighting, this is not it, right? But you can still make it happen. There's a diffuser sock that you can put onto this and make it even more soft. As your light gets far away from your subject, it gets more harsh. It gets your shadows intensify. The main reason why we are putting the light now on the boom arm is basically so I can have it right over her head and not have the light standing like right here and be in the middle of the photo while I'm taking photos. So I want to make my life easier and more comfortable. So I'm going to put it on the boom arm, right on her head. I have the multi lamp on so I can basically see how my light is going to fall on her face. I already saw the little shadow that you'll have to look for because butterfly lighting is basically having the light over your head. It creates a shadow with her nose that makes it look like a butterfly. But realistically, y'all, studio photography is all about practicing, man, and all about experimenting, moving lights. You move the lights back and forth until you get something you're happy with, and you repeat doing what you're happy with. That's all it. All right, guys, this is it for the video on the demonstration of a few of the lighting techniques and tips that I like to do when it comes to my studio photography. Hopefully you learned something today, and we'll definitely be back with more videos on the educational side of photography.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come visit us at the Houston Camera Exchange, 5900 Richmond Ave.